4 seconds left. Can we get it done? What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to take a look at ESL Mobile Open for EUMENA. Now this is for Europe, Middle East, and for North Africa, and we've gone through the ladder 1 phase already. Ladder 2 is going to be opening up, but before that happened, we needed to see the 8 qualifying teams make their way through and try and land a spot into the next secure part of the Mobile Open playoffs. So we've headed into the play-ins, and this is the first round of it. Now, ATN was in this, and I covered their wars, though I didn't get to cover their first war, which was a perfect one. So if you stay tuned to the channel, you will eventually get to see some of those hits. I will have it recorded to show you the beautiful attacks that they came through for the PW. But for today, we're going to take a look at their final matchup to see if they could get the win against Tribe Gaming and power their way through, or if they were going to have to face on into the losers bracket to fight their way back. So a very close, very exciting, very epic match, which we would expect nothing less coming in from Tribe and ATN. If you actually want to watch these wars live, make sure to head over to my Twitch channel. You can click on the follow button and turn on the notifications so you know when I go live. You can also hop on my Discord server where I do put out the notifications, and you can get free weekly drops of bases courtesy of Blueprint Base Building. But without further ado, let's take a look into this incredible matchup of some of our favorite rival teams, Tribe Gaming and ATN. Speaking of ready, yeah. We've got Nebrax coming in for the first attack. So Tribe Gaming with a position to try and take, I want to say, an early lead and really just apply the early pressure here. So pay no mind to the notifications that are going to freeze up top and all the oh yes. So Nebrax taking a couple of minutes to get ready with that Zapquake in the core. So what do we take on? We take on the air sweepers right inside, which is going to help with the Inferno Drag push. Here we go. Sorry, I do have to keep, just so you know, you're going to have to not see some of the scroll screen, because I do need to keep the overlay exactly as is. Just FYI. So you've been warned. I know you can't see the full army. I will navigate you through. So we've got the Inferno Drags coming in. We still have the blimp that's going to sail through to take on the Town Hall. Now, the job of the King and Queen here is to keep moving past, keep that outside edge going. But we have, unfortunately, the Queen a little bit landlocked, working her way in. Ideally, we'd want to see her wrapping around with the King, doing some work. And unfortunately for Nebrax, we've got these Inferno Drags getting a bit hung up. Now, if they can get back around into the scatter shot, it would be a good thing, but it looks like they want to cross over into that Town Hall chamber where we don't want them, because we don't want them going through the poison bomb in any direction. They start getting picked off one by one. Dragon is going to suffer. King on the outside edge still, but he's going to provide some excellent tank for the Royal Champion. Possibly as she works her way in, though he might be going a little bit too quickly. So Nebrax drops the Skelly spells, coming in to keep it distracted as the King does his best to try and hold it off. Royal Champ gets that opportunity to get in, snipe it out right there in the dead zone, launches that Seeking Shield to try and take off some of the heat of the additional defenses, and we've got the Warden to try and finish it off. Defending Queen, though, is going to hold strong. His Queen died out and is not going to be able to provide any more relief for the Royal Champ. She's on her own, and it's not enough. We've got a huge defense coming in for ATN from the start. Exactly what they want to see here to get things going. Now, their bases have been run all throughout this tournament, and not necessarily just from them. So ATN bases are holding pretty strong, not only for ATN, but for some of the other teams in this tournament as well. And boom, definitely happy to see this. Let's see what kind of opportunity we can get out of it, if we can get a nice big start and lead by picking up the 3-star. Now, 31 seconds left to go. As Wassman would say, this is the content you came to see. Looks like he does force quit it just to keep it going, keep the attacks rolling in. But an 82% is all it was going to get coming up into those Teslas. Let's see what Linnaid has in store. Want to give a pro base away? I have some pro bases to give away. I actually have a yo-yo base that I'm going to be giving away in a video to come up on YouTube when I do our monthly recap. I've got a nice yo-yo base. So Linnaid coming in. I know you can't see it. I'm going to talk you through because we've got to keep this up. So we've got the Super P.E.K.K.A. Smash to come in and take this down. Warden going to lead the path here. Now, because we have this new poison bomb that's been upgraded quite a bit, we want to find ways to take down the town hall without having to get our troops exposed to the effects of the poison spell. So with this, we use the Warden to take it on, and we're going to clear nice passage for the P.E.K.K.A. Smash, a Super P.E.K.K.A. Smash to come through and work into the base. And yes, it is time consuming, but it is well worth what it takes to get things going and keep them alive. This poison bomb is not to be messed with. So Queen is the one to pull that Warden back in and around. The P.E.K.K.A. should hopefully be enough to get things going. Once they get into that jump, bring everything back through and together. We also have the King on the top side of the base with the Siege Barracks. Has that extra benefit of the P.E.K.K.A., the Wizards. And let's see if he has some Hogs coming out of it to help with the defenses and take a front line for the Royal Champ. They will help protect her. Beautiful push into the core of the base. And yes, indeed, we've got the Hogs right there in the front line. Royal Champ in the mix. Gonna defend her, give her what she needs to hold on to that ability as we get to the back end. Freeze holds off that scatter shot, and really, it's just that one remaining scatter shot that is going to be the biggest concern. However, the Queen still has her ability, and she's got a nice open compartment to walk in and out of. If she doesn't go into the multi-chamber, rip. Goes into that multi-chamber, so she is going to take on some damage, but the ability will help keep her alive. And again, we had that freeze. We still have an invisibility spell, and we've got the Royal Champ. Invisibility spell comes down to keep that Royal Champ alive, helping to clear up the defenses opposite side of the Queen. But again, Scatter, we do have to worry about. He's been able to hold the Queen ability for as long as possible, finally having to set it off. And we did not get the Scatter down, and we won't get the Scatter down because the Queen does not have that ability left over here, unfortunately. So we're looking at a defense coming in for Tribe Gaming. However, we've got the percent advantage. 90% is where we're going to be left at. 8% above Tribe Gaming. This is shaping up to be, 91%. 91%. We've got a minion in for the win of getting just a tiny bit more percentage to come through. Okay, Danny coming in also with the Super P.E.K.K.A. Smash. Now, Danny, he is an incredible Lalo attacker. I would say one of the best around, but he is also very versatile and very well versed in the Super Witch attacks and Smash style attacks. So he really is a big threat to any team that he comes up against because of this versatility. So we have the Warden leading the way, clearing up the path, taking on that Eagle, which is going to be huge. We do have to worry about this Town Hall, which it looks like that's exactly why he'll bring in the Blimp to sail it through and try and work the Super P.E.K.K.A. Smash around that outside of the base. He does not want them necessarily coming through and having to go through that poison bomb, just like we spoke about with Linnaid's. You're from India and it's 1:30 and you're watching this? Ooh, there might be another matchup. We have to wait and see. Beautiful Blimp push in, gets it safely through into the Town Hall. Look at that freeze up, holding everything off. Looking beautiful so far with the Ice Golem in play. Is Pups holding off the Queen? Can we get her back around and on track? Can we get these P.E.K.K.A.s and the King back in and on track? Queen has unfortunately lost the focus of the healers, which means she's not going to stand the test of time here. We're going to see her die out very quickly because of those ground bows and if not those, definitely the scatter shot as she comes into range. King doing some great work, though. Powers up, and we still have the Royal Champ to come through. Some Valks for the outside edge cleanup is always a nice thing. They do a great job and swiftly take care of the structures along the outskirts of the base. Royal Champ is definitely the clutch in this one, helping to come through. But the King has been rocking it, holding the defense, holding the front line, and giving the Royal Champ, the Queen, everything, the power it needed to finish the job here. So with that, we've got Danny coming in, applying the pressure to ATN by picking up the 3-star and forcing them to have to triple to keep their lead. Okay, Ast, let's go. Ast coming in with the Super Witch attack. Now, Ast does like his sturdy witches, and we've seen him most notably go in with the Frozen Witch attacks, but nice to see him using the Super Witches. Question is, can we get this done on time, and can we get what we need? Can we get the right shape up? Typically, if these are going to fail, it's due to a time fail issue or user error, and that's about it. So we've got the Electro Owl helping to take the lead here. Now, it's nice when you're looking to pick up some of the cleanup before you head to your main push, if there are storages in play. Because yes, the Electro Owl does die out fairly early, but it helps enough to give the Warden just a little bit more time to get through on these Warden walks. Going right for that Town Hall before sending in these Super Witches and the Queen. We will have the King and the Siege Barracks to help line up the rest of the pathing. King is down and set to work its way along. And one of the nice things that I notice here too is we've got openings in the base, but we need the King to actually wrap around the corner and work to the bottom side multi so we can get the Super Witches, the Queen, everything else to work inside. We want the King protecting the P.E.K.K.A. along the outside edge. Though, if he does come into the core, he will help do some tanking, and we'll see how much we can get out of this P.E.K.K.A., the Wizards, and potentially, I would say, either the Valks or the Hogs that come out of the Siege Barracks. But more times than not, we are seeing Valks to quickly pick up the cleanup on the outer perimeter. So this jump connects, everything coming through, but the Queen's on the outside edge, and this is not typical, but the jump is going to bring everything just about back and around. The only problem we're really going to have with this one, Valk's coming in. Maybe not. I was going to say the only problem we're going to have is ripping through those walls to get to the back end scatter shot, but we do have the opening in the bottom side of the wall, and we've got those Valks that can maybe rip through. So it's not going to be an issue getting to that scatter shot. We just need to make sure that the multi goes down. Queen takes a jump in, and these are perfectly placed to keep things moving along. Super Witches, come on, follow the big boys, get in the jump and get to the outside of the base. There is no time to waste. What are you ladies doing? Queen still has her ability, and we still have the Royal Champ, luckily. But do we have enough time to pick it up? We've got a storage on the back end. We've got defenses to worry about. We need the Royal Champ to really work her way in, work her magic, get up to the defenses, take them out. Uh-oh. King's taking on the heat. Royal Champ up next. The P.E.K.K.A.'s holding on to it. Royal Champ's up next, but she's got to take down this bow. We need to get in there, get the cleanup done. Queen is on the approach. Royal Champ coming in to help. And these big boys and Super Witches are just so slow moving. 4 seconds left. Can we get it done? Yes, we can. Just on the nose. Ass coming in and picking up the 3-star, holding ATN up on percent in this matchup. Oh my goodness. But it was right there on the dot. So we got Kronos coming in with more Super P.E.K.K.A. Smash. These teams, wow. We have been seeing a lot of Lalo coming in from ATN, and we're not necessarily getting to see it quite yet today. Is it going to be the war of the Super Witches and P.E.K.K.A. Smashes? Perhaps. Perhaps. So Warden kicking this one off. Now, because we're shaping this up the way we are, I can only assume the Blimp is going to come in to take on the Town Hall as we work our way along. But can this Warden take on the Scatter Shot and get it moving through? Ooh, what did we bring in here? What did we bring in to clear that out? Yeti helps take down that bottom side of the base, starting to shape up the rest of the path that we want to see. We've got the wall break open to lead into the core of the base. And again, that Yeti is setting the funnel for the king, so he remains on the outskirts. And we've also got that wall break open for the Eagle artillery to get the king inside it. So this is very calculated. Kronos coming in with a very solid and smart plan of attack. And it is looking pretty good so far. Warden ability comes off as we make the approach into the core of the base with the clan castle troops coming off. A lot of firepower coming down here, including a lot of damage from the Eagle that is firing away. So it's huge that he continues raging up these healers, getting them going, moving this along, blimp sailing through as the path is cleared. Because remember, it was those loons and the healers that are actually clearing the way and freezing up that town hall to ensure that it gets in there safely, rages it up, gets it ready to go. And we've got a nice swift town hall takedown with that. Royal Champ is going to secure the 3 o'clock side of the base as the king takes on the heat from the scatter shot, that invisibility spell, keeping her nice and tucked away. But we've lost all of our P.E.K.K.A.s. We've lost all of the super wizards. The queen, however, has her ability left over. We do have the king doing some work, and we don't have a lot of threat of damage here. We do have a lot of defenses, and the queen is slightly landlocked, but with the Royal Champ on the hunt, on the prowl to take down these defenses along with her trusted pet Lassie, it is looking solid for Kronos. Queen makes her way around, and we are on the rise for another 3-star coming in for Tribe Gaming. 30 seconds left is more than enough to finish the job here, get that queen moving out and picking off what's left over if the Royal Champ can't do it. I mean, she is hanging on by a thread. A strong wind would knock her down, but that queen would still have the opportunity to get it done. So GG to Kronos, keeping consistent pressure on ATN, looking to see if they crack. I don't know. So Vala, our MVP from the 2020 World Championships, and really just our MVP, has the immense pressure on. And we have seen him breaking here and there from some of his plans. He is coming in with the Hero Dive Lalo. I was looking to see if we have a Zapquake, but we do not. So we're going straight up with the Hero Dive Lalo. And we do have an invisibility spell likely to help with the Royal Champ to get just a little bit more value. We're going for a huge push coming in. King does not take the tank for the queen. It's up to her to get this town hall taken down, get that multi taken down. The invisibility spell does come into play to actually help her move along. King needs to take on the scattershot compartment, get it down. Royal Champ needs to pick off that multi-targeting inferno on the top. Queen's doing phenomenal work on her own with just that unicorn to give her a little bump of health. Now we do have the clan castle troops coming out, and we've got the Inferno Drag to worry about. So we're going to need to pull this to a nice dark corner, get the poison down, and get the baby drag on it. Hound going to stay where he is. So we do have archers that we can use once this Inferno Drag goes down to pull it to the side and get it out of range of any pups or minions that would come through. The headhunters would be the biggest distraction that can pull it back in, but that's going to be a necessary casualty. Lalo push coming in strong. Now we are going to see the loons skating through slightly towards the core here. So he's got to play his cards right with this Warden ability as he gets that push into the center of the base. The Stone Slimer helps push it along. Come on, loons. While you've got the invincibility tome, get in there. Haste is going to rock them out as quickly as they possibly can. We've got the freeze haste combination to hold off the scattershot, and we've got one more freeze and haste left to go, but they're bypassing it, completely bypassing the scattershot. Tornado trap holds up the huge chunk of loons we have remaining, but the haste, is it going to be enough to force their way in? The dragon on point, holding the defense for the scatter, keeping those loons alive for a final big push of cleanup. I mean, were we ever worried that Vala was going to come in and not knock it out of the park? I don't think so. Vala coming in and dropping another 3-star on the board and keeping this one. A match that's going to keep us on the edge of our seats till the very end, it looks like. Absolute overkill, I will agree. Nobody wants to see a complete rollover, right? You want to see these exciting matches. You want to see A war where you don't know who's actually going to win. And these balance changes have actually offered that to us. So Maxi with the drag loot. Now we've got 4 invisibility spells for this. 4 invisibility spells that we're going to use coming in. Is he coming in with the Blizzard? Yes, he is. We got the Blizzard to take on the Town Hall. Hound to do that tanking for it. And the, I was going to say the pups could benefit with some cleanup, but nah, not going to happen. Not going to happen. WTK noob. I just saw that. Thank you. Thank you. So we don't get the Town Hall taken down. This goes kaput. Row. Maxi's going to be in big trouble here with that Town Hall not getting taken down. Absolutely baited on this one. Let's see if he finds a way to recover, but I'm going to say it's virtually impossible to recover from that. Trying to pick up the Town Hall, not getting it taken down, is going to be a huge blow to this push. And this could be exactly what ATN needed to finally get an opening and an inch to breathe. So Dragon's powering along. We've got that one last invisibility spell, trying to keep them working through. Freezes up the Town Hall, getting the King and Queen in, which means we don't have anything to keep those dragons trained inside the base. And unfortunately, they spread out too far, and he's got to worry quite a bit about how much value he's getting. Not able to make it into the core. Yes, it's a multi, so it's not quite as bad as if a single were there, but he's got nothing left over, really, for the cleanup. Queen does have her ability, and we still have the Royal Champ. He just has to try and play his cards right to pick up as much possible percent as he can. And I will note that he has a freeze left over that you can't see because it is behind that scroll bar. But with the multis, with the scatter, let's see what the Royal Champ can do. Gets that final freeze down, trying to keep this RC in it. Looking to take it on as quickly as possible and hang on to that Seeking Shield so he can try and adjust for it. I mean, it has turned around considerably well, but this is where we see the Royal Champ struggling. Warden Tower, a big factor in taking her down on this one. And these dragons are not going to be able to survive coming into that AD and multi combination. We've got a big defense coming through again for ATN. Is it going to be enough to keep them in a good standing lead, or are they going to tie up again? Are we going to see a potential 2-star and a close match? Ooh, ring style base coming in here. We are seeing a lot of these ring style, legend style bases coming through. Now they have thrown people off here and there. Is this one going to take Boom down? Now, Boom had a really nice recovery on a baited opener recently in their matchup against Inquisition and still knocked it out of the park. He gets his way through, looks to pick up some nice cleanup value, which he does get. And he leaves an open passage to get into this Town Hall. Thank you so much for those gifted subs. You guys are absolutely crazy. So we get the Clan Castle lure. We will have to worry about the Town Hall in the core, but let's see what the King and Queen can do to shape up the pathing here. We've got one more super wall breaker. Can we get the King and Queen right in there to take on the Town Hall? The King would need to take the lead. We'd need to see him really forcing along, getting that ability going. Royal Champ's going to help keep the push going to get them in there. Oh, baby, let's go. Wall break opens up the core. Ice Golem tanking for the Queen to take this on. This is an amazing funnel into this ring style base. Absolutely loving it. And look at that King, the Yak, get right there in the core to try and take on the Town Hall. But the Yak dies out. King's still tanking. Queen's going to pick it off. Can she get the scatter as well? We don't want to see her crossing into that poison bomb. Oh, it's going to be close. She is going to have to cross into that poison bomb most likely, but they've done about as much work as they can possibly do. They've done good work, and all the pathing of the Lalo is pushing along, though. Can we see them get into the Eagle? Top layer loons need to be the ones to get in there and get that taken down. These haste trying to push them in as quickly as possible, but we've got a lot of traps along the way. One more haste to go. Drops it, and we still have the scatter to worry about and no freezes to hold it off. Oh, we really wanted to see just a little bit more out of that king and queen, so we had more left over for the loons. They're trying to make their way in. The warden's taking on the damage. Can we get this loon to sneak in and take it out? Come on, get in there. Warden down for the count. We've got the electro owl left over to try and help this out. No more loons. Uh-oh. That air defense, not going to be a good thing here. Going to pick off these minions and pups trying to take on the storage. How much health do we have on this electro owl? Not quite a bit. That headhunter is going to get knocked down by the cannons once in range. We need a cannon down. Otherwise, this headhunter stands no chance. Air defense goes down. And it's not quite enough time. Before the AD goes down. Come on, electro owl. Get it done. 2 seconds left, and it's not enough time. A 99%. Oh my goodness. 2-star on the board now means we are tied back up. Let's see how Exosist finishes it up. Again, ring base. This is what we are seeing. Is this the same ring base that we saw that held off Lou? Oh my goodness, Mischievous Val. Thank you so very much. So coming in with the Zapquake Super Witch. Now these Super Witch attacks are one of the best ways to kind of work through ring style bases. Lalo attacks can be a little bit difficult, as we just saw coming in. Despite having a beautiful shape up, Boom still struggled to get the defenses down and that pathing moving around the way he needed to. I'm worried. I'm worried for defense here right now. I'm worried that the Super Witch attack is going to be everything this needs to take on this base. Queen in a nice position. King in a good spot here as well. And it looks like we have the blimp that can work its way in to take on the town hall. We do have one more super wall breaker to gain more access into the inner core. The inner outer core, I should say.
Oh, yeah.
We need to start naming these. Oh my goodness, WTK noob. Thank you. So Queen's going to work on this inner core edge. Blimp's going to work on the inner core, and the King's going to work on the outer core. This is how we label them. Beautiful power through along, good coordination of the troops to come through. I'm just shaking my head at you guys in chat. Blimp getting hung up in that tornado trap, but where it needs to be. It still has some life left to it, as we have these Super Witches left over. Hold on. What is going on? Let's hope for Excus's sake this is not a disconnect that we see coming through. Though the heroes would wind up being able to auto ability most of what needs to be down on the board, is he just wouldn't be able to control the abilities as it stands right now. I don't know if it's a disconnect or not. I don't know. It would not likely be a 1-star because I shouldn't say that. I don't know where we are in the town hall here. Queen's not in the core. Let's wait and see. It would be the ultimate disconnect right now. The ultimate disconnect. Especially if it 1 stars. I can try. Here we go. Back in. Here we go. Here we go. Sneaky goblins are there. They're on the town hall. It's their job to get it down. It's not a 1-star. Comes back over. And again, auto ability, if it was a disconnect, can come back into play. Queen's a little bit confused here. Where are Super Witches? Where are Super Witches? Why are they walking through the poison? Ooh. Ooh. Super Witches are down for the count. Eagle firing away at the healers. Healers not going to survive that final blow. The Queen and the Royal Champ are the only ones to get it done. And if this was indeed a disconnect, we are not going to see the Royal Champ back up on the board, which means ATN are coming through.
Oh, yeah.
Likely with the win. 60% 2-star ain't gonna cut it. It was indeed a disconnect here. That is unfortunate for Tribe Gaming, but them's is the breaks. And ATN going strong with just a safe 2-star. Are you saying that they like hacked his Wi-Fi and knocked him out of the server? Is that what you're saying? You think that's what they did? I don't know. Or maybe he's at McDonald's doing his attacks. Who knows? But they will have another opportunity. So let's see. And that's providing Yo-Yo gets a safe 2-star. Where's the town hall? All the way on the opposite side of the base. Okay, Yo-Yo. Let's not play it too risky.
Yeah.
So coming in with the Queen charge Lalo here. King shaping up the path for the Queen. Queen already funneled nicely through with one Super Goblin to keep her pushing along. We've got one more Super Goblin left over here for a little bit of cleanup. Queen's doing some nice work, heading to the Eagle. We've got a jump to lead her in. No more super wall breakers, but a jump to lead her into the core of the base to take on that multi-targeting Inferno. King kind of crossing over here. Let's... oh, no, that's Defending King. Defending King getting taken down by the Headhunter. Looking good so far. We've got the Clan Castle Lord. Can the Queen stay out of range of the majority of the defenses? Looking like she's in a good spot. Rages up those healers. Keeping her alive. Drops that poison quickly. Holds off the Inferno Drag so it doesn't take her down because she's going for that Hound first. So very, very smart. Quick thinking to keep this moving along and keep that Queen safe. Come on. Minion forces his way in. Kind of boops out the Inferno Drag, and the Queen is in a very, very good spot.
Yeah.
Royal Champ is going to keep her funneling along as she moves through, taking on the outer defenses and works her way towards that scatter shot. But it's the Queen we want working into the core of the base and to take on the multi after she takes down the defending AQ. Beautiful coordination here so far from Yo-Yo, and these very grandiose Queen charge attacks that we get to see typically last about 2 minutes before we get this Lalo going, though he does start a little bit early, getting it from the town hall side. Whew. Feels good that he's not going from the long end of the base and keeping it till the very tail end, giving me a heart attack. Oh my goodness, this Royal Champ? Holy jeez, and she's got her ability? Oh my goodness. Yo-Yo makes this look like child's play. Absolute child's play on this one. Loon's going strong. Queen's still alive in it. Royal Champ just finally dies down. And boys, we've got one more 3-star for the books for ATN, who will sail through and hang on to a nice secure spot in the ESL Mobile Open. Tribe has one more opportunity. They'll get to face off against Silent Snipers to try and get it done. So we're getting a really close matchup in the end here. And while it was very unfortunate to see the disconnect for Tribe Gaming, it would not have mattered. Yo-Yo coming in and powering through, giving our team exactly what they needed to get the win at the end of the day. So despite if we saw a 3-star coming in from Tribe, it wouldn't have made a difference. They would have needed to go in and fight in the lower bracket for their spot in it. So ATN going to move forward with a nice easy card going into the Mobile Open playoffs into the next phase, but there were more opportunities for many of the other teams that they faced off against this weekend, and many other teams that they might not have, to try and rise up those ranks in the second phase of ladders. So exciting stuff to come, and I've got more coverage for you from ATN because we've got more of the wars through it, and again, as I mentioned, we've got the perfect war that we want to take a look at. So the way that you're going to watch these is follow me over on Twitch. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel here, and you can turn those notifications on so you know when these videos pop up, and you can see everything that's going on, including some things that maybe I didn't get to stream that I could give you some insider information on. But that's about it for now. Until next time, this is Lady V. I'll catch you guys later.